reaction? How did she feel? And how did you feel knowing that happened for her?
Yeah, so proud of her. Just a dream come true. And, I think for me, just hearing her tell the story about how she told her parents and how they were so excited. I mean, we were both crying. It was awesome.
Chloe?
Yeah, just yesterday, Melissa was in a gray jersey, Lexi was in a blue jersey. Do you anticipate kind of making a change to the starting lineup today?
We're just going to play with what we need right now.
Pat? Thank you, sir.
Last 10 or so, excuse me, there's been some notable defensive improvement. Where specifically are you noticing a step forward there, and what do you feel like has led to that?
I think just having the opportunity, I always say when you have an opportunity to practice, we have a great group of practice guys that show up every day for us that really help us mimic some things and get some things done that we need to do because they can play at a high level. These are college guys and guys that go overseas and play. But just the reps, able to rep defense and then just to put more of an emphasis on it. That's just really helped us in this last month.
Kareem?
Speaking of defense, a couple keys against the Mystics considering, they're a team that likes to move the ball, spread it around a lot.
Yeah, well, we have to take care of the ball. I think they're like 4th or 5th in points off turnovers. So we've got to make sure we take care of the ball. Got to make sure we find their shooters. They can get really hot. They've got some great shooters around the perimeter there. So, and then also Dawson is shooting the ball so well. So just have to make sure we find her in transition and also, in ball screens.
The last time you played Washington here, they threw out, especially in the first half, some sort of zone, kind of like a matchup zone. Just what were you seeing there when you look back at that game, and how do you kind of exploit that?
Yeah, they do that a good bit. They'll throw just different things out there to change it up a little bit. They'll play a box and one. They showed a little box and one on Caitlin and on Kelsey. And then 2-3 zone, both on sidelines and baseline out of bounds. So just to get a change, maybe still a possession.
Stay in the back, Lou, then Bob.
Today's Kids Day. So yeah, you get a lot of kids anyway, it seems like. But you feel like this is a good proselytizing mission these days to sort of introduce little kids to your team, the game, and everything that can pay dividends in the future?
I 100% agree with that. I read things all the time that talk about how I'm from Louisiana, and just the numbers of players that are, schools that aren't even able to have a team because they don't have enough players to have a 5-man roster, to play a game. So I think just getting, young people into these arenas, seeing the excitement, what it can be, it just shows like what, maybe one day I can play, for the Fever or for the Mercury or whoever, and to have that opportunity. So just us being on TV more has really increased that as well. Just, people seeing us more. It just helps out with everything. And I think that just creates a buzz and a want to for these young kids. I think it's awesome.
Christie, what are 2 or 3 keys that you've seen that have helped your team get the train back on the tracks, aside from the fact that your schedule early was, as we said before, inhumane?
Inhumane, I love that one. I think just time together, that's number one. I think time together on the practice court, building chemistry, especially offensively. You bring in a new point guard who has the ball in her hands, a huge percentage of the time, and then just, the timing with ball screens, the timing with pin downs, the timing with staggers, the understanding of playing inside out, how that just makes, everything open on the outside when like Aaliyah or Nalissa is able to draw so much attention, and then Kelsey drawing so much attention, and Caitlin. So, I think just for me, those 2 things, just time. I think that's the most important thing. The expectations have been so high for us, and we needed those building blocks that you can't skip steps.
What are some of the things that you feel like you've done? Because I have to tell you, early in the season when you guys would lose, it was just brutal on social media. I mean, you caught a lot of strays. What are some of the things that you feel like you've done well to help, again, get the train back on the tracks?
I think just as the leader of this team, making sure I create an environment where they keep, excited about showing up and getting better, and just keep preaching process. These guys, I don't get on the social media very much. I don't know if we'd be sitting here today had I read all that earlier. I mean, I was told, but these guys are getting it too. The players are getting it. If they don't think they played a good game, they feel like, oh, I'm going to get killed, and I just can't even wrap my head around that because that's just not the world I'm from. These guys are. And so this is what they are, this is what they're used to, but, you try to tell them to, quiet the noise or just tune out the noise, but this is the world we live in today. This is what they've grown up in.
Matt, got one more?
Yeah, hi Christie. Kelsey's been shooting the three ball well as of late. She said some pretty powerful words yesterday about the culture that's being built here. What have you seen from her leadership in the past 10 games? You guys are 6-3 in that span.
Yeah, Kelsey Mitchell's just an ultimate pro. I mean, there is no question that she's going to show up whatever time we practice and give it everything she has. It's no question that she's going to show up every game and do whatever we need for us to win. She's not the most vocal leader. She leads by example more. She's doing a great job. This year we challenged her a little bit, but that's the one thing about Kelsey Mitchell. She is just the ultimate pro, and she wants to win in the worst way. She hasn't experienced that here in her career, and so for her, it's consistency and just holding everyone accountable, and that's what she's part of that, and she's always wanting to, what can I do better, and what can we do better? And I'm just really proud of how she's been played this year and last year. I mean, both.
All right, thank you, everybody.